cold dark night, someone was killed beneath the town hall lights. There were a few at the scene, but they all did agree that the killer who ran looked a lot like me. Well, the judge said, son, what is your alibi? If you were somewhere else, you won't have to lie. I spoke not a word, or it meant my life, as I was in the arms of my best friend's wife. And she walks these hills in a long black veil, visits my grave as the night winds wail. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Well, the scaffold is high and eternity near. Alone in the crowd, she sheds not a tear. But sometimes at night, when the cold winds moan in the long black veil, she cries over my bones. And she walks these hills in a long black veil, visits my grave as the night winds wail. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Nobody sees, nobody knows but me. And she walks these hills in a long black veil and visits my grave as the night winds wail. Nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Thank you. That's one of my favorite tunes. That's the only tune I've ever got Gina to get on stage and sing with me before.
What? I'd like to see that.
It was at Corner Pub. I got her real sauced up. She got up there and sang that song with me.
That's great.
That song.
It's a lefty.
Yeah, that's Lefty Frizzell, right? I thought it was a John Hartford song. That song, that's a story written from the other side of the dirt. I always thought that was weird to write a song from that perspective. Marty Robbins did it with Felina, right? Or was it Felina? What was the one down in the West Texas town of El Paso? It's called El Paso, right? That's the one where he's writing from the other side of the dirt because he got killed. This one's like that too. The story in Long Black Veil goes that somebody was killed, and everybody thought that this guy did it because he looked like the guy that did it, and he didn't do it, but he couldn't say it because he was sleeping with his best friend's wife, and so his alibi was, I'm sleeping with my best friend's wife, so he took the hanging, and she knew that he was doing that, so she goes and visits him every night in a long black veil and roams the hillside like a ghost, going to see him. She's the only one that knows and the only one that sees. So, yeah. It's a good song. It's a weird song. But that's the story.
It's me in the fields.
We've all been there.
Yeah, I can relate.
That's relatable. Well, work in a diner. I never saw a woman look finer. I used to order just to watch her float across the floor. She grew up in a small town. She never put her roots down. Her daddy always kept moving, so she did too. But somewhere on a desert highway, she rides a Harley Davidson, her long blonde hair flying in the wind. She's been running half of her life, and the chrome and steel she rides, colliding with the very air she breathes. The air she breathes. Got to hold on. She was an unknown legend in her time, but now she's dressing two kids. She's waiting on a magic kiss, and she gets a faraway look in her eyes. But somewhere on the desert highway, she rides a Harley Davidson, her long blonde hair flying in the wind. And she's been running half of her life, and the chrome and steel she rides, colliding with the very air she breathes. The air she breathes. Somewhere on a desert highway, she rides a Harley Davidson, her long blonde hair flying in the wind. She's been running half of her life, and the chrome and steel she rides, colliding with the very air she breathes. The air she breathes. It's off of Harvest Moon. That's the opening track on Harvest Moon. We were at the Welcome Home Fest out at Quai Valley Ranch. This last October was the first annual Welcome Home Fest. And we were sitting around in the tent in Zen City, and I did Harvest Moon, and then Chris and Sarah busted out that song, Unknown Legend,
yeah.
and then it's like we played the whole record. Everybody knew one. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's good stuff right there. Neil Young's awesome.
Oh, Neil.
What do you say we play another song, take a little break, and then
Sounds
come
great.
back and play some more songs?
Fantastic. I like that plan.
While we're at it, I was doing this thing. I don't know if I'm still doing this thing, but my brothers have a tribute band, Tom Petty tribute band that they do with a couple of our other friends at the Main Street Crossing in Tomball, which is over where we live. And they had sold out their first show before they'd even had a practice. So, that's how tribute bands go. They really are a good band.
They really are.
But at some point in the 90s, 80s or 90s, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers took Bob Dylan out on tour, or Bob Dylan took Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers out on tour. But they learned a lot about like improv and stuff with Bob Dylan, because he's a pretty improv guy. But they thought it would be cool if they had a Bob Dylan impersonator, or they wanted me to just come do Bob Dylan songs, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll come do Bob Dylan songs.
Be great later for pictures.
And yeah, and I showed up.
There are pictures.
I had a beard like this, and I had hair way longer than this, and I had my hair and beard like that for like 4 years or something. So I shaved my beard off, and I cut my hair and permed it up, and got some cat eye glasses, and like 3 packs of cigarettes, and got a suit at Goodwill. And I went in looking exactly like Bob Dylan.
Yeah, people didn't even know who he was.
Yeah,
Like,
nobody knew who I was.
friends, good friends for many years. Like, just walked by and like, who's this weirdo?
So I started doing that. They wanted me to come back and do it, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. But I walked in as Neil Young the second time. Did all Neil Young songs.
The best was John Denver.
And then I did John
No wig. This guy
Got a
actually
bowl cut.
bowl cut
Bleached
and dyed it blonde. Yeah,
So,
all in.
Dedication.
well then, man, I saw that documentary, Jim and Andy on Jim Carrey doing Andy Kaufman, and he got so in character. It was like Kaufman's dad thought that it was Kaufman. That's how in character he was. He was hanging out with him because he's like hadn't seen his son since he died, so he's like hanging out with him because he's like, this is my son.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I was like, I want to go that far down the rabbit hole into doing this thing. So anyway, I'm gonna do you a John Denver song. Oh, that's the Johnny D.
In other words, we're not doing a Tom Petty or a Bob Dylan song. We're gonna do
Yeah. We'll do a John Denver song for you. You're gonna have to carry me through
the bridge.
Yeah. I also don't remember any of these
It's
tunes.
got an F in it.
Okay.
That's all. One of those letters.
It's got an R chord. It's rated R. There's an open H.
So sloppy beat.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Time is old here, older than the trees, younger than the mountain, blowing like a breeze. Palm tree roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all the memories gather around her. My nurse lady, stranger to the water. Dark and dusty, painting on the sky. Missed a taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road, I hear her voice in the morning, she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get the feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country road. Thank you. Adam McFarland here, everybody, playing some lead guitar for you. Little Merle here. 1, 2, 3, 4. First thing I remember knowing was lonesome whistle blowing, running the stream going up to ride. On that freight train leaving town, not knowing where I'm bound. No one could steer me right, Mama tried. The one and only rebel child from a family meek and mild. My mama seen to know what lay in store. Despite all of my Sunday learning, toward the bad, I kept on turning till Mama couldn't hold me anymore. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried to raise me better. But her pleading I denied, that leaves only me to blame. Mama tried. Go ahead, Adam. Heavy load, and she tried very hard to fill his shoes. She's working hours without rest, wanting me to have the best. She tried to raise me right, I refused. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right. Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied. That leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right. Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied. That leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. That leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried.
Did we actually play it right that time?
I think we got pretty close.
We got real close. That's the closest we've gotten. Hey, Hadley.
Merle Haggard really did turn 21 in prison, and he was on life without parole. He was pardoned. He saw Johnny Cash play at San Quentin.
He was in San Quentin when
He was
Johnny
in
Cash was
San
there.
Quentin. Johnny Cash came to play, and he was pardoned for playing music so good. That's really why he got pardoned.
True story.
He's the really only one real outlaw of all those outlaw dudes.
Yep. Yeah, Leadbelly sung his way out of 2 prisons.
Oh yeah, that's some serious outlaw stuff there. But that's not the outlaw country stuff. Those guys even said they're like, yeah, Merle's the real outlaw. At one time when he was put in prison, I think the story goes that he had stolen a car and he was driving the car out on some road and the car caught on fire. And he got out of the car and went down and started fishing, and the cops came by and they were like, hey man, do you know anything about this car up here? No, I was just walking by and thought this looked like a good place to fish.
Nice. All right. Turn the sprinklers on, Tom.